Statutory rape laws criminalize sexual intercourse between an adult and someone below the age of legal consent. In State v. Yanez, the defendant attempted to use reasonable mistake of the victim's age as a defense to a child molestation sexual assault charge against him. 18-year-old Alejandro Yanez had consensual sex with a 13-year-old, fictitiously named Allison in court documents. Allison's aunt's boyfriend, Victor, was Alejandro's brother. Allison was 12 when Victor introduced her to Yanez. Allison's mother warned Yanez to stay away from Allison. Over the following year, the only contact the two had was occasionally saying hello in passing. Yanez used some measure of planning so that Allison's mother wouldn't find out. One day, Yanez drove by Allison as she was walking to the park. She waved to him. He turned his car around and offered her a ride. She declined. He persisted, and Allison agreed. The two briefly talked during the quarter-mile drive. He gave her his name and number, and they talked briefly on the phone that night. Yanez called Allison the next day. She missed the call, but he asked her to call him back. When she did, they made plans to meet in the parking lot of a local church. They met there, then he drove her to his friend's house. They had sex on the floor of a back bedroom. Allison got home late that night. She was confronted by her mother, who asked if she had had sex. She first denied it, but later admitted the truth. Her mother called the police. Allison lied about Yanez's identity so that her mother wouldn't find out. When the police investigated Yanez, he admitted having sex with Allison, but claimed she told him she was 16. Allison denied this and said that when he asked her on 2 or 3 occasions about her age, she had truthfully said she was 13. Yanez was indicted on 1 count of first-degree child molestation sexual assault, even though there was evidence of 2 more sexual encounters between the two after this first incident. At trial, Yanez's counsel attempted to introduce evidence of Yanez's mistaken belief of Allison's age and Allison's apparent maturity based on her physical development and demeanor. The court rejected this evidence and said the defense of mistaken belief as to her age wasn't available here. The court instructed the jury accordingly. Yanez was convicted and sentenced to the minimum 20-year sentence. The justice suspended 18 years with probation, but ordered Yanez not to contact Allison for 20 years. Yanez appealed. He was released on bail pending his appeal.